Hello, class. Welcome to online learning in the business program at the Tuskegee University. I'm Professor Shin-Kyo Soo, who is the instructor of this section of Principles of Macroeconomics, Econ 201 summer semester. The purpose of our online course is to expand your opportunity for learning while allowing you flexibility in your course schedule. I'm going to close a Zoom video to share the PowerPoint presentation slides with you. This course is a distance learning course taught using Blackboard via the internet. All learning and assessments occurred online. As you see the Blackboard course site, all learning and assessments are posted online. You can complete the entire class within a week. However, I strongly recommend you that you keep up with the suggested weekly learning schedule. You will be evaluated by 8 2 exams and 8 weekly pre- and post-tests. These tests are open book, open resource exam with no proctor. In addition to tests and exams, there are over 300 extra credit point opportunity of the Artificial Intelligence AI Economics project. Unlike the other TU courses, you can control your grade by doing extra credit projects. Students must have regular access to computer and the internet to successfully complete this course. Today, we have a distance learning orientation session. While this orientation is designed for new students who have a little or no prior online course, continuing students will also benefit from the orientation. If you miss this orientation session, there is an online orientation video located at the orientation module, which is located just below the Start Here module. A mandatory orientation session may include information on the following. 1. Course policies and assignments as presented in the course syllabus. 2. A course outline. 3. The textbook. 4. A textbook website. 5. A class website, which is TU Blackboard. 6. Instructor contact information. My email is jsuh@tuskegee.edu. Here are benefits of this particular online course. 1. This online course is taught by the same highly qualified Tuskegee faculty who teach on-campus courses. 2. Students have a flexibility to submit assignment at any time of the day. 3. Instructor provide regular, effective contact hours with each student. Regarding requirements, although the coursework is conducted online, you may choose to take in-person midterm and final exams at the Tuskegee University Distance Education Center if you want. Here is the instruction about how to navigate this Blackboard course website. Let's open the Blackboard course site. First, you have to type in login name and password, and then click the Principles of Economics, Econ 201 course site. And now we are in the course site, and the first 5 learning modules in the left-hand side are university policies regarding TU online courses. They include introduction, orientation, syllabus and course materials, announcement, and about the instructor. 3. Read through the introduction, start here module. 4. Check the orientation and overview module. 5. Check the syllabus and course materials. 6. Check the course updates or announcement module. Just below the 5 essential learning modules, you will find AI economics projects and 8 or 16 weekly learning modules. I included calendar days so that you can identify current chapters and assignments easily. As an example, click any weekly module. You will find book chapters related by lecture videos, PowerPoint presentation slides, learning objectives, summary of the chapter, and YouTube videos developed by other instructors. You will find the weekly pre- and post-test and AI economics projects and the submission due dates. Here is Econ 201 course description. This course is the first part of a 2 sequence of principles of economics and deals with the aggregate volume of the output of the American economy with the extent to which its resources are employed, with the size of national income, and with the general price level. There is no prerequisites for the class. Next, the learning outcomes of Econ 201. Upon completion of this course, you will be able to outline the nature of the economic problem, to list the role of customers, business, banks, and government in influencing the level of economic activity in an economy. 3. Be able to interpret the economic vocabulary. 4. Develop analytical skills on current economic issues. 5. Explain and analyze current events in international economics. Next, textbook and reading materials. We use the Case Fair Auster's Principles of Macroeconomics 13th edition as our main text. The ISBN number is 978013519690. The publisher is Pearson education. Your weekly assignments are pre- and post-test every week. There are 8 pre- and post-tests which are part of your grade. Students may take each pre-test up to 2 times, and only the last graded test will be counted toward your grade. Some of these test questions may show up on the midterm exam or the final exam, so students should make a good use of this opportunity to preview possible exam questions. Students should not wait until the deadline to take this test. By taking tests early, students will have the opportunity to study the material again and take the test again to improve their scores and to expand their understanding of each topic. Each time the test is taken, students will obtain a different version of the test. So, after taking each pre-test up to 2 times, students will be exposed to a wide variety of questions for that module's subject matter. However, unlike the pre-test, you have only one attempt to complete post-test. AI Economics Project. This assessment is extra credit to your multiple choice pre- and post-test. I believe that not all students get it on the multiple choice test. Some students think that multiple choice questions are confusing and unfair to some types of learners. This is your chance to achieve mastery of essential content standards in the chapter by taking an essay exam. If learning is the goal and students haven't learned important content, extra credit offers a second chance to master the material. Depending on the quality of the answer, you are awarded up to 15 to 30 extra points each assignment. Any student can capitalize on this opportunity even though you get 100% on pre- and post-test. There will be no penalty for this assessment. These exercises give you a different representation of the concept which you may miss on the multiple choice test. This gives you another opportunity to make up any unlearned concepts with extra credit. You can leave the test site and come back to continue the assignment as many times as possible on this AI Economics project. Do not click the submit button until you are ready to submit the assignment. But this applies only to the AI Economics project. About the exams, there will be 2 major exams in the course, a midterm and a final exam. These will be administered during the 1st and 8th weeks of the course on June 30th for midterm and on July 26th for final. Students will have 1 hour and 15 minutes to complete the midterm exam and 2 hours for the final exam, which means that you will have some time during the exam to review any textbook material that they would like. The time limit for each exam will probably not be sufficient time to look up the answers if the student is not already familiar with the material. Furthermore, the nature of some of the questions on the exams will be such that the answer cannot be simply looked up in the textbook materials. Rather, some of the questions will require some application of principles to scenarios that are not specifically addressed in the reading materials, and therefore you have to read the textbook before the test and make sure that you understand the contents. Performance measures and grading. Letter grades are determined on the standard percentage distributions as indicated below. Midterm exam will be 300 point maximum. It takes about 30% of your total course grade. And final exam also takes another 300 points, which is 30% again. And there will be 8 pre-tests. Each test takes a 25 point, and 8 total pre-test takes a total of 200 points, which will be 20% of a final grade. Do the same for the 8 poster tests. 25 points each times 8 becomes 200 total points. So altogether, when we add two exams, 300 points each, and pre-test and post-test, 200 points each, altogether it's going to be 1,000 total points. Remember that AI economics projects are extra credit which will be added to your total point. Depending on the quality of the answer, you will be awarded up to 30 points. Your course grade will be decided by your total points you earned. You will get an A if your total point is 900 or above, B between 800 and 899, C between 700 and 799, D 600 between 600 and 699, and F, which is below 599. Here it is, response times and feedback. Email communication is the best tool to communicate between the instructor and student. TU policy requires all students to use TU email addresses to communicate with the instructors. I would suggest that I will respond within 48 hours, which is 2 days, but no longer than 72 hours, 3 days, according to the Tuskegee University policy. These times give me enough of time to respond without feeling the pressure to drop everything else and respond immediately. However, I used to respond to a student within 12 hours. I covered most of the important part of online course policies and about this course design. So if you have any questions, send me email or contact me anytime of the day. I hope all students in the class have a wonderful and productive summer. Good luck.